Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl sipping, then bring her on through. What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl sipping, then bring her on through, baby.
What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, then gon' come through. What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, come through.
Hey, what's good, sippers? This is your boy Buddha, and over there's the lovely
Baby.
And we coming to you live with another edition of
Sipping and Conversation.
So, baby.
Hey.
How was your day?
It was actually pretty good. Y'all know these last couple of days, conversations I've been saying, a couple of weeks, I've been stressed the F-U-C-K out. But I actually had a pretty groovy day. I'm a little concerned. Well, I mean, it was a good day. Leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it right there because I'm not gonna jinx nothing. Know what I'm saying? How was your day, Mr. Tennessee?
Take me to another place. Take me to another land. Let me understand your plan. Nah, I'm teasing. It was good, man. I just got off vacation, man. I went in to work today. They said they didn't need me for another day. You know what I'm talking about? So I got a chance to chill out. And, you know, and when you driving these long hours, let me tell y'all something before I go on the phone. Let me tell y'all, man. You don't know fear until you drive a mountainside. And you look over there, you look over the one side, you see, wait a minute. That's death over there. That's death over there. Hey, man, your asshole tighten up. Boom. 10. This is the only time you ever in life go 10-2. You know what I'm saying? You're 10-2 on the steering wheel. You're doing everything you learned and was taught in driver's ed class. But other than that, I was hanging out with a group of people, man. That was lovely. They learned that pineapples are forever. Pineapples mixed with the you know what, the Fireball. You know how that go. You know, we had to sign waivers because if we didn't sign these waivers, we'd die. It was a lot. It was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. We had some disappearing acts. You know what I'm talking about? We had some disappearing acts, and we had some aliens. It was all over the place. It was going on. It was going down.
So what was the best, you know, that you would say you got out of this experience with people you haven't vacationed with before?
Just meeting new people, having interesting, deep conversations, and understanding that a lot of these different, you know, events, because we was down there for Urban Black Ski Weekend, Urban Ski Weekend, that we can actually do these things ourselves and get paid. It's a business trip. It was a business trip. And I drank a lot of moonshine and talked a lot of shit.
Not you.
Of course.
I said ain't so.
Yeah. So, baby, what you sipping on?
Glad you asked.
Mm-hmm.
Something refreshing. I have me some Bacardi Limon infused with a watermelon crush and a splash of lime juice. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
It's so good. I had been missing this flavor. And, you know, sometimes you get burnt out with stuff, so you have to, like, switch it up. But, man, when he asked me what I wanted and he was going to make me a mimosa talking about something light, unless you want something else, it's like, glad you asked. He talked shit. Talking about some. Because I told him all the stuff that I wanted. Do what you do, but this is what I want. First you tell me I can have what I want. Then you talk shit when I tell you. Then you go when I tell you what I want. Then you talk about I can do it myself.
Damn right. Shit. You had this suggestion. You could have made your own drink.
You asked me what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
One goes with the other.
I hear you.
And that's it. That's all, folks.
Okay.
And that's what I did.
All right.
What you sipping on?
I'm sipping on a Buddha Special. Some people know what the Buddha Special is.
Uh-huh.
Some people learned this weekend what the Buddha Special was.
Oh, boy.
It's a great drink.
Is it?
Yeah, it's cognac mixed with cream soda with a cinnamon stick in there. Cinnamon stick. That's it. You see, the difference is like cream soda, is not really used for chasing, but it's a real good agent. It's like they go together. Cognac and cream soda go together.
That right.
Yeah, it's like they make love to each other.
That's what it do.
Yes, it does. And it does it in your mouth, and it just goes down. You're like,
Oh.
You forget you're drinking liquor.
Oh. That's so.
Because you forget you're drinking liquor. That's what it is.
Wow.
Yes.
I will say that that's one of my, I don't want to say favorite drinks, but it actually is. It got a little something going for itself. That cognac or a brown with the cream soda, like it really does what it's supposed to do.
Hello.
Kid you not. And if you have not tried it, you should, because again, it actually does taste pretty darn good. Like, if you like brown liquor, you're definitely going to be intrigued by the taste that you didn't know you would actually like. Facts. Okay. So tonight, we have ourselves a good old special guest. Met her a little while back, and from online presence and so forth. And so we was like, we won't get her on the show, talk about it. I was listening to some of her little tracks. I won't say little. I gotta remember not to be minimizing people's stuff by saying little, but it's just figuratively speaking. It's no offense. But she's an artist. She's doing podcasting. She does different things within the entertainment. And we wanted to bring her on the show so she can kind of introduce herself and talk about what she do. And so without further ado,
drum rolls, please. No.
We're gonna bring Miss T Quest.
Okay.
Let me see. Got you muted. Yeah, there you go.
How you guys doing this evening?
Hey.
All right.
I am absolutely amazing.
What you sipping on?
Well, I'm not really a drinker, so I just have some Quest 2O, which is just my version of like infused water. So I just have some lemon and lime in it.
That's okay.
I ain't mad.
Whatever your preference. You know what I'm saying? Do you?
Absolutely.
I'm playing.
You can be as comfortable as you want to be.
Okay.
That's
all right. So, talk to the sippers. Let's get into who you are and what you do.
Okay. Well, I do a lot of things, especially in the music and entertainment industry. I'm mainly known as a recording artist, but I'm a radio personality. I've been doing it for almost 10 years now. I'm a journalist for multiple magazines. I actually own a radio station, Gotta Love Me Radio, and I have a graphics design business. I am a voiceover actress. I work in multiple DJ coalitions. I just do a lot in business and music.
Do you have a specialty genre?
Well, technically, I'm classified as a hip hop artist, but when people hear some of my songs, it's definitely me singing all the harmonies in the background.
Well, since we're talking about songs, I happen to listen to a few of them myself.
Okay.
And I'd like to give you my thoughts.
Okay.
So, all right. So the first one that came up was Indulge.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I said, I'm listening to this. And I said, oh, okay. She got a little other side. I don't want to say freaky because I don't know. She
Okay.
got a little other side on her where she gonna let you know what she like.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
And then there was another song. He had In Love With You.
Yeah.
So the words were great, but what
Mm-hmm.
stuck out with me was the beat. It had like an Arabic feel to
Yeah.
it. Ah,
Mm-hmm.
see, I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention. I said, oh, okay. She hit it with a little difference. I said, I'm feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what up?
What up?
I say, this one here, baby. She showed a little thug in her.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know?
No, I do not.
Oh, what up? Good old, hey, it had a gangster beat to it and everything. And she was talking shit. Like, you better not check me on this one.
Well,
What up?
well, hey. So, do you have any of your music where you could play a snippet?
Oh, I
Are
can
you
play.
able to? I mean, it's
Yeah.
yours, so they can't stop us.
Okay. All
Well,
right. Which one would you like me to play?
Which one you like the most? You said the one that made it kind of sexy. I mean,
oh,
freaky.
good. I mean, that's
Well,
Indulge.
Indulge.
Indulge was the first one.
Well, which one is your favorite? Well, I mean, I'm sure all of them are, but you got your one to be bumping, and you talk about it the most. So
You're
roll with
right.
that.
You're right. You're right. And to be honest, Indulge as well as What Up is my favorite one. So that does make sense.
Because
Oh,
let me ask you that. So before all that what up and Indulge, are they kind of like embodying in you, who you are as a person?
uh-huh.
Oh,
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm very firm and adamant about when you truly love someone, like your body is their canvas, right? Your part is the one you should be 100% and then some open with. So when I write, I call them sensual songs. It's not about being nasty, it's about letting you know how comfortable I am with my mate. That's why I say I want you to indulge in my inner icing. I would do
you hear
this for
this fool?
my
Your body is my canvas. Paint with it as I will. Take notes. You better take
Don't y'all know y'all boy is on he be on one, so
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
no, that's
Absolutely.
just what he do. So
I
yeah,
love it.
whenever
I
you
love it.
ready, I'm just getting
I
so I
do
can
too.
pull up where everybody can
Okay.
get your information as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me go
So
in
while you're
here.
playing, let me see if I can
If
get
you
it.
can find it, you can find it. But while you're finding it, I know we talked a little bit backstage, but where are you from?
I'm originally from Connecticut, but
Mm-hmm.
as of like right now, I reside in the Midwest in Indiana.
Okay. Do you
But
like it in
soon,
Indiana?
I'm not really sure, only because I got here right before the pandemic.
Mm.
So I didn't have an opportunity to truly explore the Midwest like I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about to like move again. So let's see what
Oh,
happens in the future. So right now I can't really say that much, but I enjoy the house, the yard. But other than that, I haven't really experienced the Midwest, so I really can't give my take on it. You know what I mean?
so I asked all the guests the same question or some
Okay.
variation of this question.
Mm-hmm.
The first part is, um, how did you was being an artist something you always wanted to do from a child? Is that
Absolutely.
okay?
Absolutely. I knew I was destined to be an entertainer
Mm-hmm.
and an entrepreneur since a child, you
Okay.
know. And throughout life, I just keep getting reminders. So even though I was shy, I was quiet, I was one of the nerds. At times, I was the outcast, the only black girl in school, different things. I knew no matter what, whatever journey or quest life takes me, I know for a fact that I'm destined to be an entertainer and an entrepreneur.
And my last question before I let baby do what she do best.
No, you're fine.
When it's all said and done,
Mm-hmm.
when your career is over,
Mm-hmm.
what do you want the people of this world to remember you by?
My heart. It's rare that you can still find honest, genuine people that truly want the best for people without alternative motives. So that's the main thing I want people to continue to remember me by as I have my encounters with individuals.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Okay.
So
I'm here for
Buddha
this.
pretty much did what I would normally do. He asked the hard questions.
Sure, because she about to get another one.
No.
Hey, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here for whatever.
We chopping it up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I guess when you started, what did you find to be your greatest challenges,
Mm.
especially being a female?
Okay. Well, growing up in the music industry before social media, a lot of those stories that you hear are real stories. It was very rough. It was very uncomfortable, not having the proper guidance. I always tell people I had the drive, the passion, the talent, the money to invest, but I didn't have the proper guidance. And as I tried to maneuver my way through, randomly throw myself to the wolves. I got bit plenty of times, used, abused, taken advantage of. But no matter what I went through, I'm like, you know what? I know what I'm destined to be. So at the end of the day, I'm still going to make sure my dream becomes a reality, And sometimes I'll take moments to sit back, take time to learn the business, and then I'll just regroup, rebuild, restore, and go at it a different way. And that's why I built my business today, where I can help people, not just artists, but entrepreneurs, really help them on the right path so they don't have to get stung so many times like I did on my journey.
No, that's
Mhm.
very important. So now that you're more seasoned in the
Mhm.
industry and so forth, what would be one of your most recommended tips?
Come see me. What I mean by that is, like I said, I didn't have the guidance. I didn't have nobody I can trust that can help me along the way. So now to people, if you have any questions, me and my team, we have conference calls and stuff. Just talk to us. Who are you? What are you genuinely trying to do? What do you know about the business you're trying to embark in? Is it just for quick money? Do you know there's steps? Have you read the fine print in this business? Because everything you see on social media is not always what it is. There's a lot of things that goes on behind closed doors. Talk to me so I can help guide you. And outside of just that, know who you really are and what you're trying to do and have a genuine passion for it. Because as entrepreneurs, there's days where you may not make no money. People may not like you today. You may be stressed out, going through depression, having anxiety attacks. You may want to give up, but that passion for it is going to keep you afloat.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So I see some of your I see some of your people on here. You got
Oh,
somebody say Nino Brown. What up, Quest?
what up, though?
You
Is
got
this the person that was on your podcast the other day that you
Yes, that
team
is
up
my
with?
absolutely.
okay.
That is my partner in greatness. Yep.
Okay, you got what was that? Chanel, the narcissist.
Chanel Narcissus. Yes, she's an
I actually
incredible
said that right the first time. Boy, my Jones High School education, boy, that shit be whack.
Absolutely. Shout out to Chanel, a beautiful R&B singer and entrepreneur for sure. My
Okay.
babies. Oh,
Yes,
and
holler
Doe.
at us. We like to talk to all y'all.
You
Absolutely.
say she's one of your artists that works with you.
Absolutely. The moment I was introduced to her, I'm just like, there's something special about her. And
Mm-hmm.
to like immediately she became one of my favorite people just to talk to about music, about business, because she understands what I go through as an entrepreneur and a music artist.
Mm-hmm.
And the love is just pure. And I'm only surround myself and allow people with pure energy to be around me in my atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
So when you start, you have your clients come in. Can
Mm-hmm.
you tell that this about to be some bullshit?
Absolutely. Absolutely, I can. But I always tell myself it's kind of like a teacher working with kids or a therapist, Sometimes they may not can comprehend or understand or may not been taught. Some people don't even know how to do one of the things that should be easiest, which is have a conversation. And then I realized a lot of people have been burnt so badly that they have trust issues, like when you're dating. So they're like, but how can you really do this? But if you do this, this is gonna happen. I'm like, look, Google me, check my stats. Okay. Like I'm here. But at the end of the day, I'm never gonna force you. I'm not gonna force somebody for me to help them. But if you want to give me a chance, we could do baby steps, whatever you need to do
Okay.
to get comfortable. But I'm just genuinely here to help you.
That's what's popping. So you music queued up.
Oh, absolutely. I have it right here. So
Okay,
whenever
we're
you
gonna
guys are
hit
ready.
some of this and go.
Mm.
Go ahead and you can start playing anytime.
I'm right there. The solution. Babe, let's get the chase. There's a reason why you're up in my space. All up in my face, trying to get a taste of my pink lace. So come over here, clean your eyes at the window. You wanna go down, eat me like I'm dinner. Or dessert, you just wanna enter. Do the right, back things like a sinner. Treat your legs nasty. Let's make a movie, you can cast me. Tricks and splits, don't put it past me. Let's have a little fun in the car backseat. I'ma arch my back, play my feet like that. Hop up in the front before the climax. Saddle up ready to straddle that pony. It's whatever for my one and only. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. I'ma ride that. I'ma ride that. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. I'ma ride that thing all night for
Oh,
my
look
baby.
at you. Y'all in on this.
I'ma ride that thing all night
Play
for
some
my baby.
music.
I'ma ride that. I'ma ride that. I like it when you get a little
Okay.
See, hey,
you know me
sex
good,
sells.
within
Okay.
my
Sex sells. Sex
Okay.
sells. See, I'm like, I'm gonna seduce the shit out you, girl. All
Oh my
right, all
gosh.
right. I'm here for that. I'm here for this. I'm here for this. I'm all
Yeah.
at all. Let me take my clip, baby. Go ahead.
So go ahead and let the people know how they can reach you. I have it on the board here as well, but you can go ahead and speak about it.
Absolutely. I make it very easy for fans and followers. You can follow me on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM. Download your TQuest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store for free. You can sign up for my mailing list on my website, GottaLoveMeWorld.com, where you can find Gotta Love Me Radio, home of the music and conversations that you want to hear. GLM Designs here to cater to all your graphic needs. GLM Voice, because I am the voice goddess. GLM merch because it's hoodie season all year round. And just know in the world of GLM, we are here to cater to you to help you elevate as well as your business.
Man, she's definitely got a radio voice. I'm here for all that.
Wow.
I'm here for all that, man.
Now, if y'all didn't get sold,
Yeah.
I don't know. Cause like I'm gonna take this off. Do it again.
No.
I mean,
Ah.
I do it every day. I'm like a walking commercial because you got to
Yeah.
promote your brand. So I'm like
I
walking
get
promo.
it. So I got one more question before we slide. We transition to what I like to call a topic.
Okay. Okay.
Are you single?
This is the same question people have been asking me all my life, and I never answer. But let's just say I keep my personal life personal because I give the world everything else. But just know in my personal life, I'm very happy.
So, ladies and so for sippers who are wondering if she is single or not, just go ahead and assume she got somebody. Moving on. They gonna ask now. They
I
gonna ask.
understand. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Only Buddha. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna get into our topic this week. All right.
Oh, this is for the simples. Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl sipping, then bring her on through. What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl singing, then bring her on through, baby.
What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, then gon' come through. What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, come through.
What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl sipping, then bring her on through. What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl singing, then bring her on through, baby.
What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, then gon' come through. What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, come through.
We sipping in conversation.
What you got, Buddha? What it
I
is,
was jamming.
what it do. If your homeboy sipping, then go come through.
I love that. I love it.
Okay.
So
I mean, I go at this topic a few ways, but baby, would you like to say the topic, or would you want me to say the topic?
I will put it up for the people in the button.
Okay.
So they can see it. Oh, you know what? I'm so rude and disrespectful. What's good, YouTube? What's good, Facebook? What's good to all of our audio platforms out there? You know what I'm saying? You are now tuned in to Sipping in Conversations with Buddha and Baby. Okay? Real talk, real life, real people. We bring it to you these topics that, you know what I'm saying, you be hush mouth talking behind your back, you know what I'm saying, in your little huddles, okay, with your homeboys, like the barbershop talk, you know what I'm saying, with your girlfriends. We're just bringing it to the table, you know what I'm saying? And let's get it clear. Be very, very clear. We are not here to persuade you to think any particular direction. We are only here to provide you alternatives to what you may have thought was the only way. That's it. That's all. Now, this week, we're going to start talking about dick discipline. Why is it difficult for men to have dick discipline?
See how she do it. Dick discipline. See, my topic was a little bit more.
Whole nation.
It was a little more clear, cut and concise.
Well, that's the question. Why?
Dick discipline in a whole nation.
In
See how that went?
a whole nation.
In a whole nation. Whole nation.
Whole nation.
No, whole. H-O-E. Whole nation.
Okay.
It had a little je ne sais quoi to it. You know what I mean?
Get into it.
All right, so dick discipline. So
This is for you men now. Y'all need to be chiming in to help your boy through this.
why should I have dick discipline when the pussy's just being thrown at me? If I'm single.
The JJ,
If I'm single.
if you're single.
If I'm single, why do I need to be like, nah, I don't want to fuck that? If I like it, it appeases me. I'm attracted to it in every which way. If I want to dip my balls, I should be able to dip my balls. Now, the discipline come in is if I'm entertaining another in a way that she feels like she's the one. I should be able to tell the other girl who's throwing the stuff at me. No, not this time. I'm only a one woman man. Damn, I can't even say that shit convincingly. How do you feel, baby? Go ahead.
Well, from the woman perspective, why I don't know why I feel like you guys men should have more discipline in the aspect of from the angle that women get ridiculed so much. Like, well, you had the kids, you knew he was a bum, you knew this, you knew that. You know what I'm saying? You got these kids, went and got 2-3 babies, blah blah blah. But she didn't get pregnant by herself, right? So if she is viewed to be reckless or what she woulda, coulda, shoulda with regards to her body, the same regard should be for the man. Everybody should be held accountable. So as far as the discipline is concerned, whether you got 2-3 women out there, that's your prerogative. That's what you want to do. But at the same time, the discipline is if you're choosing to single or whatever your status is, if you go out there and you're going to be fraternizing with 2, 3, 4, 5, however many women you're going to fraternize with, and you're not practicing safe sex with all of these women, and one of these women end up, 1 or 2 or all of these women end up pregnant, the discipline is you be held accountable that I'm going to do the right thing because I too inserted my penis inside of their willing vagina.
T-Quest, please. before I come in here with
you can say what you want to say, but that's my perspective.
Go ahead.
Absolutely. That's her perspective. That's her opinion. She has the right to it. And I actually do agree with her. At the end of the day, as a grown man, you can do whatever you want. But once you actually have intercourse with a female, you're no longer singular. And before you have intercourse, like she said, are you practicing safe sex? You don't know, you may catch something. You may actually get this woman pregnant. And are you willing and comfortable with the consequences that may occur after the fact? A lot of people are not. Yes, sir, you have a question?
I'm going to let you finish your statement, but I was just letting you know going next.
Okay. Okay. A lot of people don't think about that stuff. They just think of I'm just YOLO, I'm having fun. But God forbid something is to happen. What are you going to do then? Because like Baby said, when it comes to women, if you get us pregnant, we have the choice if we're going to keep the baby or not. We don't know if you're going to be around. It's so much more pressure on the female that men never put that in consideration the majority of the time, which is not fair. So what these comments telling me? I'm sorry. Yes,
I hear what y'all are saying. It sounds good. Everything sounds good. But I'm here to tell you, if I stick my poems in you, if I stick my member in you, doesn't mean we go together.
No.
So when that being said, with that being said, my discipline towards you is maybe what you said about wearing a condom, potentially, but I don't owe a person nothing if we're just sleeping with each other than safe sex.
Yeah.
A
clear understanding, if that's what you guys both decided on, then of course.
I mean, at what point? Like,
at what point do you take away her option to choose that she's?
I mean, before I even put my dick in her, before I put my dick with her, she chose.
Under the assumption that you finesse them draws.
Listen to me.
Most men.
Yeah, you add more to the song. You add more to the thing. Because we are in 2022, right? Mm-hmm. And these women out here are gunslinging, bing, 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 just like men.
They're more open to being busting open, just like men. Some of them are.
Taking away none of that.
So now, in today's time, where you can actually smash with no
Dash.
cut buddies,
Smash and dash.
smash and dash, because women doing this now. Oh,
They're more open about it.
And we open.
All
okay.
I said was,
so now what discipline? Now because we're talking two things here. She's talking about sticking penis in them, and y'all being in some kind of agreement or relationship about it. That's kind of what I heard. I'm not saying she said it directly, but that's kind of what I heard, and it made me think like just because I have sex with you don't mean we together.
And I'm not talking about you being in a relationship. I said, if you are indeed going to go out there and have multiple women,
which I could,
okay, because you single, that's your status. You go out there. However, when you also choose to have unprotected sex with multiple women, and those multiple women, A, get a disease, or B, get pregnant, then the discipline is not minimize her or trash her or make her feel a type of way because you knew what time it was. I don't, because you know we ain't together, but I'm pregnant.
Listen,
so the discipline now becomes being held accountable. So that's all I'm equating the discipline with accountability.
Most fellas outside of Drake. Most fellas outside of Drake, they know when they got
the hot sauce. Drake used hot sauce in his condom.
Horrible.
Okay,
was that horrible? Really? I thought that was horrible.
If you have to go through all that, he should have never slept with her to begin with.
So listen, no, he did what he was supposed to do. He felt the urge. He did it. And then he was accountable enough to ensure no pregnancy.
So should we give him a trophy or something?
Of course he needs. Listen, what he need is he said he brought men back to the forefront and said, "Hey, man, take control of your semen."
Look, I'm proud of that. So
and then because the bigger issue here was the trap that was about to happen that didn't happen. So she went behind him. I don't know if you know the story now. You do? So this is what happened. Consensual sex happened between these two people, Drake and this young lady, right? Drake gets up. He goes to the bathroom. He takes his condom off. He puts hot sauce in it, wraps it up, throws it in the trash. The young lady is suing him because she got hot sauce on her with JJ.
She went in the bathroom, basically took the used condom out and went to put it in to, capitalize off his little peoples. And as a direct result of him tainting his little peoples
with the hot sauce,
she got.
And now she want to sue him for hot sauce on the JJ when he just put it in the condom, and then you tried to get pregnant.
Like, she didn't check the coloration of it. That would look questionable.
Desperate. She was clearly desperate. So
that's her fault.
But see, that's different. His discipline, he did utilize a condom.
Discipline.
She was an IG model. You know what I'm saying? She really was for the streets. Okay. So he did what he needed to do.
In a whole nation.
And I don't take nothing away from that.
In a whole nation.
I do not take nothing away from what he did in those with that regard, because
absolutely,
you know what I'm saying, you that's it goes with the territory. You out here trying to hustle, and sometimes the hustler gets hustled.
So again, back to this unprotected sex thing. It's always a roll of the dice, Russian roulette. Because if pregnancy what you think about, that is the last thing you need to be worried about. As far as you got to get off scot-free if that's all you get. You know what I'm saying?
If that's all y'all get, because that's your baby too. But go ahead.
Listen, what I'm saying is, if pregnancy is what you're worried about, you getting off scot-free, because it could be way worse than that. You know what I'm saying?
For both of y'all, I'm still
HIV,
I'm still on the boat.
uncurable disease.
Nobody has sex with
with them. Well, you can have sex with yourself.
Clearly, this one was gonna get pregnant without having sex.
But
Hot sauce and all.
well, we see, and that's all I'm saying. My thing is dual accountability.
Okay, so
that typically is lacking.
But it's kind of
with regards to the average man.
So the average, it's hard, man, because where we at today, man, there's a lot of women out there, and I hate to say this, but there's a lot of women out there trapping hoes. They see somebody, they like the way he look, and they say, or they know that he has a decent job, and they're gonna go there for financial security, and they don't give a damn really. They care about their child. I ain't gonna take that way. They care about their child, but they're more concerned about the security level of their life versus who they have a child with. Okay. That has nothing to do with dick discipline. That has all to do with whole nation.
Maybe. All of what you're saying is
part of their business plan.
I'm not taking away from it.
Yes.
However, back to what I'm standing on what I feel is valid in that you or he or she can do these things. I'm not saying it can't take place, but there are consequences and repercussions for said actions. And when it does take place, the man, instead of being defensive and turning the tables, like I said, you knew what time it was. Well, motherfucker, you did too. Okay? But it didn't stop your penis from inserting in my vagina and letting one go. Even if you put just the head in.
Hold on. What do people say, baby? Before I go off again.
You go off on your own. I'm going to repeat myself all night on everything you say because, again, accountability and discipline.
So, hold on. How can you
go together?
So, how do you be accountable on a situation where you, as a man, you made sure the condom was on?
In the case where you did. But you don't always do. Y'all don't always do.
Let me finish. You meet a young lady, you find them attractive, you decide to have sex with them, you do have sex with them, you wear the condom, you take the condom off, you throw the stuff away, you do boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
And then you come to find out that they went behind you. They took the condom out. They kind of impregnate because there's a 50-50 chance of them getting impregnated after the condom hits the air, right? After the semen hits the air, it's a 50-50 chance. So now they come at you months later, or after the baby's done, they get the DNA test. The child is yours, right? And you in your mind, I did this.
All right.
This. And how did it happen?
Because this part that you forgot to do is take your dirty laundry with you.
Facts.
Oh, so now
if y'all want to lay and play, and y'all, like you say, it's 2022, then, and you in a whole nation. I know.
Whole nation.
I know.
Say it. You gonna say it right. Say it right.
I know. But you in this whole nation, and these and the hustlers get hustled, and all the things. Then part of your discipline is you take your dirty laundry with you. I'm not saying that woman is right. I'm not saying that woman is wrong. I'm not saying those things. I'm not excusing her actions because right is right, wrong is wrong. Okay. However, all I am gonna say is you did all the things. You did everything you were supposed to do. Absolutely.
That's dick this one.
But you were being hustled, and you knew there was a 50-50 chance. You was being hustled because you knew when you went and solicited these services from this IG model
Okay.
or whatnot, one of these entertainment like participants,
Mm-hmm.
that it was a 50-50 chance to the point where you did all the things. But you need to make sure for all the men in the bite,
Nowadays,
take your dirty laundry
I'm
with
tired.
you.
I'm tired of not in it, throwing it in the foot, goddamn toilet.
No, you tired in a, you get your empty Coke bottle or whatever the
Mm-hmm.
fuck you had, put it inside of that. When you leave, you
Facts.
take it with you.
Okay.
I'm just saying that, like, and this
Absolutely.
woman,
No problem.
take it with
It
you.
only makes sense, especially when you're so comfortable to say that new age women do this, that, and the third. Then that means you have to change your strategy to match it too.
I understand that. With the hot sauce situation, us as men,
I would not go to the extremities of hot sauce. I would just say, take your dirty laundry with you.
carry that little Tabasco sauce in there.
If he went to that extreme, especially with this individual, that means he knew deep down inside that she was one of the ones that most likely was going to try to trap him. He should have just never did it to begin with.
He did. He got the pussy, and he went off scot free.
Right.
Then.
And what did she get? Like a burnt vagina?
Huh? Well,
You right, Nino, too.
afterwards. And tried
I'm
to sue
sure
him.
her pH got knocked off.
And she tried to sue him.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably give her a few dollars, maybe not.
I ain't giving her shit.
She shouldn't get nothing.
No,
and
she
you're right.
get absolutely anything.
Okay.
But just to be quiet. Who knows how many other encounters they may or may not have had. This is just the one that they got caught.
So my man says, real talk. People have unsafe sex without being in a committed relationship. It's crazy to me. Too many downsides.
Exactly.
You know, that's all right.
Especially nowadays.
I can feel what you're saying, but
Are you admitting that you have unprotected sex with people you're not in a committed relationship with?
and no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not having unprotected sex.
Oh.
No.
Facts. No.
He's
Facts.
admitting that he may or may not have in his younger years made
Yeah.
some foolish decisions.
You know, because I speak on honesty about who I am. It could be potentially a young child out there that's looking for a man with a different name. It could be potentially mine. Because back in the day, we didn't give people our real names.
Oh, really? So you had aliases? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He was in the military.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing, though.
Not trying to talk about military folks, but y'all.
I understand.
Listen,
it's really true.
It happened.
The same.
I have been out. Luckily for me, I didn't have anything.
You still got it attached to your body.
Yes. But I did have, again, like true story, like I said a few weeks back, I did have a young lady who decided that she wanted to bless me with a parting gift. And she gave me I was dumb enough. I was a teenager.
Wait, you talking about a few weeks ago? Wait a minute.
That's what I'm like. Wait, what?
I talked about the situation.
Oh, say that again.
I did.
Run that bike.
I talked about the situation a few episodes back about a young lady who I was teasing as a kid, and she got really upset about it. Then. So when we became older teenagers, she looked out to pay me back in full. So I was naive. I took a condom from her. I put this condom on, and I got burnt with chlamydia and gonorrhea in my teenage years. So I really don't trust women when it comes to them handing me condoms and stuff like that. So I always try to come prepared. But it took that lesson to figure out. So, I hear him when he talk about real talk, and he's absolutely right. But it doesn't necessarily have to be unprotected for you to catch anything.
Absolutely. Be glad it was something that was curable, because
Yeah.
certain things, like herpes and stuff ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, sure. Right.
So
And that's another reason why, the discipline, and although the subject, it says men, penis discipline. It definitely goes both ways. It's not to say talk about one and the other is not to be accountable. Again,
absolutely.
I'm an equal opportunist. Now I'm a hype man for the ladies, but I'm
all
also,
the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a woman first. But I'm also
right.
I'm a bigger hype man for what's right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because I will also be the number one first person to tell the women, now you need to do better, sis.
Same here.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna call it out. Like, like, don't do that, sis. You making us good ones. You know what I'm saying?
Look
Like,
bad.
you bringing us good ones down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you, boo? Okay, but
get your coins.
Do what you do. I don't know your circumstance, so you know what I'm saying. I'm not a hater.
You sure like, for if they get one out there doing however they get their coins, she gonna be for it. Good or bad. Good or bad.
But I always say there are repercussions and consequences for just because you can doesn't make it right.
Absolutely.
I advocate for that. Just because you can don't make it right. So therefore there will be repercussions and consequences for said actions. In the Drake situation, the hustler got hustled. You see what I'm saying? And so and you have to take account for those things in your business. Because all, like you said, some days you ain't gonna make money. Some days you're gonna make all the money. You know what I'm saying? So when you make all the money, do you put anything aside for those rainy days? You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
So because she tainted her product, her business maker, she can't make no money. So you know what I'm saying?
Is her business making her vagina?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
glad you called between them. You
Okay. I'm just saying, when they say what you bring to the table, well, this is my business. So, it just, instead of women being on the streets, standing over in the cars, they just get on IG and all the different social media platforms that allow for them to do what
whole
they do.
Nation.
I'm just saying.
Whole nation.
It is what it is.
So the part about whole nation, so let me explain this whole nation part. So if you're going to dress a certain way and expect for somebody not to treat you that way, you're sadly mistaken. Because this is what you're advertising yourself to be.
And I'm glad you said that, Mr. Buddha. So the other part to this
whole
topic
nation
tonight is about sexual liberation, right? What are your views on the images depicted against women? So as Mr. El Capitan Buddha says,
she used my other name.
You dress in a certain way.
Wait, hold on. Say it one more time.
El Capitan.
Stop that. You got to say it. You gonna say it?
I said El.
El Capitan.
Wait, you gotta move your mouth.
You're right.
E11.
Yes, El Capitan.
So, in a time where many women are feeling liberated, and they are in tune with their sexuality, and they're just in a place. They've been on a quest to be their greater self.
Right.
And they are now in this, not so much as unfuckwittable, but levels of being unfuckwittable. They've sustained, they've endured, and now here I stand before you, a resilient woman. Yes? All right. And so I may come out a little risque.
Damn, we thought of the same word. Pounded.
And so I come out. I'm not coming out to necessarily intrigue people. I'm coming out walking before you as a woman that has overcome, and I'm here. I'm proud of the way that I am, and I'm free. However, many will see me, you, or any of us, and they will be like the cat calling and us and all the things, and they'll see that, they'll be like, oh, she a hoe. Oh, she oh, I'm gonna pull up on Shouty. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, and then they be making all these advances, and then when she be like, no.
I kind of had that a little something like that going on this weekend.
It's like, no, like
I was like, so we was going to one of the events of the Urban Street Weekend. So I was looking at all the potential women out there. I said, oh, okay. So then I looked at the competition. Seeing all these dudes. I said, hell no. So I told the people in the car that was with me, I said, it ain't no way I can't go in this motherfucker catch one of these out here. I'm the cream of the crib in this bitch. None of them dudes look better than me. God. I say, as Lord is my witness, if any one of these shits turn me down, they got to be insane. I didn't shoot at nothing. But it was just a conversation that I was having with the people in the car.
Because he was looking at his competition.
I was like, oh, no, I got these people beat. Like, it ain't no way. But I come through that bitch, I'm going to be on it.
So, Miss T Quest.
Yes.
What do you feel about that, you know, about the image that women are being depicted, but yet it's not received from that depiction?
Okay. At the end of the day, as grown people, we have the right to wear whatever we want to wear, right? And if I choose to wear something risque, that does not give you the right to disrespect me or to touch me or to grab on me. But we know a lot of people out here are disrespectful. So, in their mentality is, if you come out here looking like a hoe, I'm gonna treat you like a hoe. That doesn't make it right, but you know, most likely something like that is bound to happen. But now the generations is different now. A lot of women are dressing like that. It's like the norm now. So it's not as bad when it comes to disrespect, because everywhere you look, some lady is naked somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you still don't have no right to treat them that type of way.
First of all, yes and no. I agree with you saying we don't have a right to disrespect about it, but we do have a right to our own opinions.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if you illustrate yourself to be exactly what we think you are, we are
illustrate
allowed
how in the type of clothing or the way they act.
No, I mean, however they present themselves. So if you look at a woman and she's on this skimpy thing and she looked like a hoe, and in your mind you want to treat her as such because that's what you see. That is your opinion.
What do you see as a whole, especially nowadays? Because nowadays more women are wearing more form-fitting outfits. The dress may stop right at the bottom of the cheek and stuff. So what is
when I say acting like a hoe or looking like a hoe is you are really going above and beyond the call to make me think sexual thoughts about you.
Okay.
Well, what if you're just a weirdo? Like, am I supposed to? How do I know you don't have dick discipline?
Well, here's the thing.
Huh?
The key words that I use here, is my perception, what I perceive it to be, what I think you are.
Why couldn't you have been led astray, bamboozled on what hoes are?
I could be, but I'm still entitled to my own thoughts and what I perceive you to be. Go for it.
Thank you. Even if
I
you
like how you raised your hand. I like that.
even if you perceive a woman like that, it's all about your action after that. Because I know some mature grown men, whether a woman's out here being classy, recklessness, or acting like a hoe, they still treat all women the same way, love, kindness, and respect. So if you think a woman is out here looking like a hoe and acting like a hoe, how do you approach her after you see her a certain type of way?
I approached her how I thought she was.
What does that mean exactly?
If I felt like she's a hoe, then I'm gonna treat her like a hoe.
And how? What does that mean?
If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I can
How do
admit
you apologize? Do you
I
apologize?
say, you know what? Yeah, I will. I'm saying, you know what? I'm sorry.
No, you
I
don't.
got this.
No, the fuck you don't. You motherfucking ass lie. You's a lie, and you broke down. And I don't want no parts of that lie.
Hey, listen. First of all, I do. She talking that smack. But if I am wrong, do I admit when I'm wrong?
Yeah, but if you done already
Case
went out
closed.
there
Don't
and
even do it.
No, it's not, because you really didn't answer the question. So what do you say to them differently?
So I would say, sorry,
you done
miss.
approached her already like a hoe.
I want to know the approach. How do you approach someone like a hoe?
You want to know how I approach you?
She clapped
Yes,
back.
how do you approach someone like a hoe? Like, what do you do and what do you
I would
say?
do it like if I see her, like, okay, I feel like she's a hoe. I come up to her.
Because of how she's dressed.
I mean,
simply because of how she dressed.
What do you do? What do you say?
Can we just go to the bedroom and do what we do? The end.
Wait.
What?
Hey, listen. You attracted my eyes. I'm feeling the vibe. Can we go ahead and do what I came here to do? Hello.
So you went there purposely looking for a hoe?
Well, she showed me the hoe.
And even if someone is a hoe, wouldn't that be the type of woman that you'll want to stay away from? Because God knows how many bodies she have and what she may have.
Well, I mean, I'm right here. God's on my side. He gonna protect me.
Oh my God.
Then.
Okay.
Then. Now, hold on. Now, for me, I am not that way. But you asked me to give you how I would handle the situation. So I went into the quotation mark part. Well, if it was me, this how this would be. Oh. Everybody can say that's ridiculous, but it's true. This we talking real right now.
No, I think there's ways that you can approach us respectfully.
For every woman who's on this call who's gonna listen to this, y'all gotta you gotta look within yourself in certain situations, and y'all been tried that way at least once in your life. So don't act like this is something new.
No, it's not that. It's just I don't understand why someone would treat someone differently. Like if you just came up to them and had a conversation just to see where their head was at, to see how they are in a respectful manner, but there's no reason to degrade her because you may think.
I'll break it to you another way, T-Quest, because people do this all the time. All right.
Mm-hmm.
They
I'm almost ashamed, y'all.
Listen. So we're talking about sex and we talking about all this, but here's the thing: y'all men
better help speak up.
No, ain't got to. I'm right on this because people do this every day. They may not do it on the sexual part, but they what they call that word, profile. They profile people every day and they treat people how they be profiled based on what they think they are. So you can go to a power job. You can go to a power job and be black and won't get overlooked because you talk black on the phone. But if you had that white personality, you had that white talk you talk like a white person on the phone, they will be more inclined to let you come in personally.
Oh my God, like seriously?
Yeah, for real. Exactly. For real. Like this is profiling, right?
I totally understand.
Okay, so it's no differently on one spectrum than it is from that spectrum. The only thing it is, I'm being more derogatory about what we're talking about. But the same rule applies.
I get it. I get what you're saying. And I'm not saying it's right. Just because you can don't make it right.
All right.
All right. Boom. So with that being said,
I'm here for the shits.
with that being said, especially, I mean, women, period. Men, black,
You can't
white,
turn
pink,
hoes into
purple,
housewife.
black,
Can't
white,
do
pink,
that.
purple, indifferent. However, as a black man, and you see a black woman that's dressed a certain, way.
Okay.
Or risque, not dressed a certain way. Now you can do the profiling and so forth.
Right.
However, appropriately, if I'm at a club, I'm probably going to be a little bit risque dressed. If I'm at an event of some sort, I may be a bit risque dressed.
Okay.
If I'm coming to and fro said event or club, I may be a bit risque dressed. Yes, we can agree.
Okay.
Now, you approaching me while I may be to or fro or at.
So I'm not supposed to think sex?
Well, as a black man,
I'm not supposed to think sex?
Why? And see, this is where I'm saying what you men are the prize, where you guys got the opportunity to change the narrative. Okay? Because you are mature, seasoned men.
Okay.
And you know that this has become, whether you were taught this or you just learned this from to whom it may concern, as a man that is truly unfair to a woman.
Okay, baby, I'm not gonna laugh at that, but I'm gonna give you another example. So, a woman sees a pastor in the church. A woman sees a pastor of a church. You are going to treat them a certain type of way. That same very woman sees a drug dealer on the side of the street. Are you going to treat this guy like you treated the pastor?
I treat everyone the same way.
I'm not even going to entertain him. But I don't know what that drug dealer, I don't know the conversation. Am I going to engage with this drug dealer at the same level of articulation that I'm going to engage with the pastor? I probably would. Why?
No, you will not.
No, I'm saying why I may. You do. No, I'm telling you.
That's insulting.
Because he out there making his money, in the streets to feed his family or whatever it is he's doing it for, does not make him unintelligent. Does not make him incapable of.
Listen.
Does not. I don't know his story.
Okay, so
I do know that pastor in the church.
So Mr. Nemo Brown says I'm making a horrible case, bro. I'm here to tell you, Mr. Nemo Brown, I really ain't.
No, for real, you can't compare them.
Let me finish.
One just hustling.
Listen to me. Now, I'm gonna tell you why I'm not. I'm gonna tell you why I ain't making a horrible case, because women profile men based on how much money they make every.
Well, use another man
every
not
day.
A pastor.
Let's say some. Don't say all. I don't like words that's all. There we go.
Maybe all, most women. I didn't say all. I said women. I didn't say all. I said women.
You said.
I can say what I want to say. You could decipher how you want to.
Go for it.
You know what I'm saying? Women, they look and they profile men based on success, money, amongst other things. They do this every day. So what I'm saying is not a horrible. When you see a person in a position of power like a pastor, you're going to treat them with the utmost respect. As such, when you see a drug dealer on the side of the road, period, you're not going to treat him like you treat that pastor. And if anybody says they will, they are kidding themselves.
Not really.
How do I know he's a pastor?
Well, because you're in the church, you see him.
Oh, well,
you know what I'm saying?
if I'm in the building, I'm going to treat everybody a certain way.
No,
okay.
Listen, and you're not going to come to the church in that sexual skimpy shit. Why? Because you have a little more reverence for who you are and where you're going. Then those people who are in the church is not going to treat you a certain way because they see you a certain way. Okay. The same way when you go to this here club dressing a certain way, they're going to treat you way different than they seen you in the church.
I'm gonna say this about, and I don't, I don't get into that church stuff because I stay away from that area because that's just I don't like
I'm
that.
just saying,
But if
saying
this
it was a
woman
reverend
or man come to the church in something that is quote unquote risque or not as appealing,
church went on their ass.
Church's duty. It is the church's duty to go and see about that person, because if you're supposed to come as you are, okay, and you were made in his image and all those different things that they say and such, then I can come in whatever I'm wearing. However,
they're gonna get escorted right on out to the back.
However, what is imperative is that the church person, whoever's appointed the church person, should go to that man or woman and basically, because it's supposed to be a place of refuge. So they're supposed to go in their community closet and ask, can they assist them in some type of fashion or form? Because they came to this building for a reason. Whatever they came for,
what they wearing shouldn't matter, right?
Or for their whatever it is they came for, they are supposed to be focusing on that. And if they are making the focus greater than their cause, then the church is filled.
All I'm saying is, regardless of a pastor, hooker,
because we all know that many of those pastors were drug dealers.
So regardless of a pastor, a female wearing risque stuff in the truck, the truth is, people are going to treat you based on their perception of you.
No, absolutely, I get
okay.
So, but I'm saying men are the prize.
Okay,
you guys are on a mission to change the narrative.
That's what mission we are on. Me as far as men are a prize is on now.
Right.
But we're not talking about now. We're talking about what's been going on and what's still going on. We got to change the narrative. I get that.
Exactly. But so we're continuing to have the image, the views that a woman is. She is in her prime or whatever. She is in her liberated stage in her life, and she now has to. Yes. Now, granted, no woman, no man, no person, no color, shape, fashion, or form should forget that we are in a world that is not fair. With that being said, what I mean is, no, I can't just go out all willy-nilly and just be like, well, you gonna respect that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming out like that. I'm just saying that if I do decide today I'm going to wear one of my bodycon dresses, okay, and feel a little extra special about myself.
That's your right. That is your right.
And I'm coming as I are.
Right.
Walking outside, and I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna go to the mall. I'm gonna pull up on it. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere dress appropriate.
You're right.
That's just me.
But don't be surprised.
I'm not surprised. However, what I am surprised is that motherfuckers act like they ain't never seen a bad bitch, as y'all call them, or a nice looking woman.
Maybe they haven't.
Shit.
Hold on. It's a difference. It's a difference.
You seen them.
What I'm saying
you just ain't seen me.
So what I'm saying, it's a difference between seeing a bad bitch, or as you call it.
I'm just saying, that's the term.
It's the difference. It's the difference between seeing a pretty nice looking female, right, and approaching a pretty nice looking female, and having this conversation. So what I'm saying is, if we're in the situation where I feel like you are a bad chick, and I'm in a situation, I have an opportunity to talk to them, there's a difference between window shopping and actually shopping.
Well, the difference is you actually going in there, taking your credit card, okay, and actually being able to purchase it is separating you. There's going to be a separation. You can window shop, but going in there actually purchasing, you got to be able to go in there and have it.
A good woman don't.
I think that does not equal bad bitch. Yeah, I think that's
right. But here's the thing about a good woman and the bad bitch, right? If you look in a certain way, I'm not gonna know you're a good woman. Now,
what is this? Is we're
Well, see-
gonna continue this another day. Don't worry. Sorry. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. But
perception is 9/10 of the law.
I understand, but the problem becomes, and this is why I say, just because you can doesn't make it right.
Life ain't fair.
I get that, but I'm just
And
saying.
what
So
it is.
for the people, just because you can does not make it right. Okay.
Yeah.
Just because you can talk to a woman, or just because you can talk to a man, doesn't make it right.
Okay.
In your intent behind your approach, right?
Just like,
So,
I mean, like, hey, listen.
y'all gotta learn how to. I ain't gonna say learn. Y'all need to reevaluate. People need to reevaluate what was their baseline for said thing.
I mean, I can say the same thing about that woman who wanted to dress risque, right? She need to reevaluate how she want to be portrayed.
And those
the same
all
way
the men
as you
that's
telling
all the fellas
the
that's
same
out
way
here with
you,
their pants hanging down to
hey,
past their butt crack.
listen.
They need to reevaluate
Right.
what a real man look. Well, what a man, not
I mean,
a real
we
man,
already
what
know.
a man look like.
We already know what those people who have.
What say you, T-Quest?
Well, as I listen, no, because
My bad.
when it comes to having conversations with different opinions, there's certain words that shouldn't be said. Like you said, the example about a pastor and a drug dealer. You said if someone believes one thing, then it's something else. Me personally, I treat everyone the same. Until they disrespect me, then I know how to handle you accordingly. But I treat everyone the same. I'm like, he's dressed in baggy jeans. Let me disrespect him. That's not how I operate. Okay. Even with a woman, even if she dressed risque or not, that does not mean you should like degrade her or talk to her extra reckless. Just have a conversation to see where her level at. And maybe she just want to feel extra sexy. Okay. But then you figure it out in that moment. I'm just trying to figure out if someone is risky, do you approach them in a disrespectful way? Because that's how it's coming off. Whether you want
I
sex
just
or
told you
not.
what I do.
If they're dressed a certain way.
If I dress a certain way and I see this, and I'm come to them, approach them a different way than I would approach somebody.
You say that, but I don't understand what is the different way. Like, what is the words
well,
that you?
If somebody's dressed like how she is right now, hey baby, hey, how you doing, sweetheart? How was your day, or whatever? Talk about what's going on. I'm not thinking sex, because this is normal dress. But if you come out here and you showing me thong, and I can see your damn titties going through the goddamn dress. What is on my mind? What the hell do I see? So this is what it's gonna be. So like, I'm not saying for you, I'm saying you could be the exception to the rule. You could think a different way, but from what I've seen and what I've gathered through my time of living, that there's a couple things that gains respect or commands respect just off the position that they have versus Joe Smo, who don't have that position. And that's where you treat a person differently.
I'm still trying to hear the dialogue, though. I'm just trying to hear the example in the dialogue. That's what I'm curious. What would you say to someone?
If I see a shorty who's dressed like that, we'll have a regular, hey, sweetheart, you beautiful. You look like you had a good, how was your day?
But that sounds like a you problem where you don't
First of all,
not
I don't
you,
have,
but I'm
I
saying
don't have a you problem.
Not you personally, but I'm saying it sounds like you as into whom it may concern problem that you see a woman that you automatically assume that she is a hoe.
Should I respect or disrespect? Let me see what she's wearing. But seriously, like, I'm still curious on the dialogue. What would you say to her if she was wearing something that you feel is hoish? How would that conversation go? That's the part I'm curious about.
Oh, excuse me, bitch, you look beautiful. I'd be like, yo, shawty, what's up? I seen you looking at me. I'm looking at you. What we gonna do? The end. I ain't got time for nothing else. I mean, because I know it ain't going no further than whatever I do.
Well, what happens if it does? And you find out the whole time that she ain't even like that. She ain't even like, oh.
It won't. Because what we do, it won't. Because what we do as people, we put people in a box. And we don't let them motherfuckers out. That's where we get the friend zone from. The end.
Oh Lord. Clean this up.
Okay. This is where we get the friend zone from. You see a dude, he trying to come on you, and ain't with you ain't about it. I'm a friend, but he's a good person. I'm a friend zone him. He will never get out the friend zone.
Okay, let's go back to the topic.
Mm-hmm. You asked me, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, you guys are hilarious. I love this.
What experience? What part of your life you speaking from?
All of them. From all spectrums.
Where you at now?
Even from where I'm at now.
Where you at now?
I'm good.
Talk about now. Where you were then. That's how you thought.
Well, hold on now.
Where you at now?
I'm a
when
man.
You approach a woman, how do you approach her?
First of all, I don't necessarily really approach
Well, when you're in the presence of
I'm in a relationship.
A risque woman, how do we talk to women?
I say, hey, babe, you see that girl over there? She looks nice. And I go sit back down. Because I'm trained. I'm an old porch dog now.
Oh.
Now,
Okay.
listen. Hey, how you doing? I'm gone.
Oh, great.
I don't even really approach women now. When you see me approach women.
Okay. T-Quest.
Yes, love.
I cannot.
No, in all honesty, I don't. All honesty, I'm a pretty respectful person. But there have been times throughout my life where a woman have showed me the other side, and I had to treat them accordingly.
I understand.
Like, for sure. Like, if I walk past you, not you personally, if I walk past a woman in the club and she grabs my dick, unsolicited.
Totally different circumstance.
Hold on, wait.
That's a totally different.
That's action.
I make my goddamn point, please.
Go for it.
Thank you.
Go be good.
Thank you. If I walk past a woman, she grab my dick, and I turn around and I treat her the way I need to treat her from that point on, because she showed me something different, disrespectful in a way, right? Then I'm gonna treat her accordingly.
Oh, but I agree.
But if
I'll give you grace on that.
But in the same token of, if I see a woman dressed a certain type of way, and
in 2022,
and I'm allowed to go out there and talk to them, if my mind says that, oh, I feel that she's a hoe or whatnot, or I'm gonna treat her as such, I'm not gonna let her get so far with me. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Huh?
Here's a quick question.
Please and thank you.
Let's just say this young lady is dressed so well, and you want to approach her with respect.
Oh, yes.
And then she grabs your penis. Then what happens?
Instantly, she becomes a hoe. Oh, this is what we're doing? Oh,
okay, great.
But why she gotta be a hoe? Why she just can't be sexually liberated? And she is confident, and she's assertive. She's an assertive woman. Why are we calling her a hoe when she's assertive?
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right. She's not a hoe. She's not. She's just sexually liberated, and I'm going to do the same to her. Liberate.
She's just sexually liberated.
I'm going to free her mind and not call her back.
Okay.
Okay. She don't have to care.
She don't care if
she
you
don't have
call
to
her
care.
back or not.
But guess what? I'm in that number. I win.
I don't think it's a win or lose for you.
For me, it is.
For her, you were hustled.
No, well, hey man, if I ain't
and
come
you
out,
came and brought whatever you were bringing.
I'm dropping
which is
off.
Her intent. Her quest was to go out and.
But I won.
You didn't win. You miss it. You see, y'all need to get out y'all way.
I am out my way.
Y'all men be in y'all way. Y'all think y'all the prize all the time. When in actuality, yeah, you do the prize, but at the same time, she won. But go ahead, T-Quest.
It could be two winners. I didn't never say it could be two winners. I just said I won.
You thought
I didn't say she could have won.
You got played.
How'd I get played?
And T-Quest,
Okay, here's another scenario in the club. Okay, so she walked past you, right? And she
Mhm.
grabs your penis. So, do you be a respectful grown man and check her and be like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you don't know me like that. Like, some mature men will. Or you be like, that means go. And then you got to pretty much do something to her at the same time.
Huh? Where's your discipline, Buddha?
Okay. Now, are we speaking in my now?
Let's
You speaking in my now, or you speaking 20 years?
speak in both.
My now, I would
Now
go
and
to
then.
a woman, and my now I would go to my woman and explain to her what happened, and then she would go check it.
Okay.
She's shaking her head because that's what I would do.
Okay, I like that.
Now, in my back in my other days when I was single, that was an open invitation to figure out how I'm gonna fuck, and that's me in my truth.
I respect that. I respect
And
that.
even though it sounds kind of aggressive with the checking, it's not so much as checking. I'm just like checking in the aspect of is
Okay, I got it.
is everything okay?
I got it. Are you okay? Do you need my services?
It's something I was told, there was a bit of fondling, inappropriate.
You'll be like, what? It's the club. What? What are you talking about? Don't even remember him. Don't even
in
really grab
truth, but no.
Did you put your when you see this part when all that started happening?
So, but okay. So, in another moment of transparency, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been in a situation where I have been fondled, right? And then if this was a woman, it was instant. Yo, I'm going at her head. But if it was a man,
But any woman, it didn't matter long as she had a vagina.
No. Listen to this is what I'm saying.
He's been fondled by both sexes.
I
appreciate the other sex.
So
the same
sex.
sex.
So when I went to my woman, when a man grabbed my dick, before I whooped his, before I attempt to whoop his ass.
Yeah, that was.
Some woman was like, "No, that ain't happened."
I like, yeah, no.
No, that ain't happened.
That
couldn't have happened. But if it was a woman that did that,
I think you just said it was just an illusion.
But when it was a woman that did that, she better. I'm not quick to jump. You see the difference here, right? No. You see what I'm saying? Well, so when the man, listen.
I'm not quick to jump for.
At first, I was like, "Did this really happen?"
But it was more out of disbelief when it was the same sex that touched him, and it was the venue where it took place. So I was just like, "Nah, that didn't happen." He's like, "No, that happened," and did it happen again? I think something confirmed it, and he was like, hey, "I'm about to fight." No. Let's go. Okay, let's just go. Because it was because he's a whole man, so it's not like I can really stop him. But I'm like, yeah, let's just go.
But that's just a moment of transparency for me. Like it's kind of it happened differently. Like when I told her about a woman, she was more inclined to jump in and do the fucking thing that she needed to do.
Well, that was because that was disrespectfully.
It's disrespectful either way.
Is it disrespectful because you're in a relationship and the girl is not aware of it, or is it disrespectful in general?
Disrespectful where they do know, but they gonna try me anyway.
I felt
they tried it anyway.
So, but from being me in the situation, I felt hurt and betrayed in that moment when I know if it was a woman, it would have been handled a different way. You see what I'm saying?
With another man, like
matter.
you know what I'm saying?
But
like, what you want me to go and be? I can't. First of all, I don't know if this man download.
Time out. What you could do though? What you could do instead of saying, hold on. What you could have did was say no. Instead of saying no, you could have been like, okay, baby, let's get the fuck up out of here.
First
You
of
know
all,
what I'm saying?
I was slightly
You just slightly on. Don't do it.
under
Don't
the
do it.
influence.
Don't do it. Don't use that. Don't do it.
I was slightly.
We always drink.
No, I was way under the influence. Okay.
Well, I mean,
And I was having a very grand old time.
Sure
And so when I, you know, I'm in the midst of having my good old time, and then you telling me, and I was like, what? No. I had to make sure I heard you right.
So
it was like, you know,
she didn't believe me
It's
until
the
I was
processing
about to
did
throw
not
this
happen.
setup, and it was like,
And
yo,
I'm like, wait. Let's talk. Let's now I'm asking, you know, follow-up questions. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to know, are you overreacting, or is this how did this happen, and what made you think it? You know what I'm saying? Because
how do you
Well, most men wouldn't even have a conversation. They would handle it in that moment and then tell her after.
No, I told her, let's get the fuck out of here, because this dude that
That's
touched me,
smart.
if he touch me one more time, I'm gonna whoop his ass.
What?
That was very mature of you to do.
Huh?
But that was very mature of you to do, because some people, men reflex when another man touched them. It's horrible.
We was in a pool, so I wasn't sure. Like, are you like? Was he
sure?
By
exactly, you know,
like,
Listen,
the way you
the moral of the
float.
story is,
did you maybe was swimming?
keep the same. Moral of the story: keep the same energy when talk.
I mean, it only took like maybe a good 2 to 3 minutes for reality.
Too long.
Yeah, but I'm not.
That makes sense.
That reacts.
Water is a little different, and when you move it in the water, sometimes you can't see what you're doing. So sometimes
things happen, and it was dark.
Exactly. Oh,
okay. It got nighttime.
He knew what that was.
Listen here.
And I know he's hypersensitive about his anatomy area, front and back. I get it, no problem. However, I was just like, "Are you sure?" Like, wasn't an illusion. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like, I just needed confirmation, and he was looking at me with pure, like, I'm about to whoop his ass. Let's go. All right, let's go. I'm grabbing. I'm getting up. I ain't hesitate. It was like a little.
After she realized that this shit was about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was really hot.
It took 2 minutes. Jesus Christ! It was. I needed my brain to catch up with what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that normal? Wouldn't that be normal?
Absolutely.
Especially with a man. Another man.
If I said
a woman is different. Like,
oh hell no! That's exactly what it's been 30 seconds.
No,
30 seconds later,
do not give our viewers the impression that I am that type of woman, because I am not.
If you
well, you should respond differently from a man and a woman. You should.
No, all I wanted her to know. See, the only thing I wanted her to do.
He wanted reaction.
I wanted her to move swiftly and let's go. Don't question me. Understand what I said.
Well, maybe she was having so much fun. And we're like, you sure? Because just making sure.
I was on one side of the water.
No, you wasn't.
Yes, I was.
No, you was not.
I was still in the water.
I jumped up out that water. I said, "Let go."
Out of nowhere. That's all he said.
Yeah. I would need to digest that too, because I love swimming. You know, so if we leaving, I gotta really process what you just said to me if we gotta go.
Listen,
okay, so it makes sense.
What happened? I'm right here.
What it sounds like to me is that y'all women just handle shit differently. Like if a man.
No, she said she just had to digest it, so she really knew what was really happening.
To digest. If a woman, I'm gonna go back.
Okay.
If a woman had grabbed my penis, it didn't matter. By the time I finished that sentence, she would have been on that girl like right on rice.
No, I would not. Not even
on that girl.
Because you know I know.
A girl, but what?
Well, I'm still reacting, but my doggy ears go different.
Not no. Oh no. You sure?
Well,
it's all about how you will want to handle it as a person being touched. So I'd be like, babe, how you want to handle this? You want to handle this, or we gonna leave before it gets worse? What you want to do?
First thing I tried to do in this situation, real talk, the first thing I tried to do was leave.
As you should.
He was ready to leave,
And
full blown wet, no shoes.
leave because
It makes sense, especially black men. You don't know what may happen.
Even though I will fight, I know I got responsibilities outside of myself, so I was ready to leave right then.
Makes sense.
And I didn't need my woman
asking him all them questions. That's it. He just needed
to go. And
we'll talk about it in the car. But again,
not this one.
Again.
Not this one.
What? No!
Why are we leaving? I'm having fun. What's happening? Talk to me now. I get it.
It wasn't even really so much as talking to me now. It's like, for real? It was more like, what? No. Are you sure? And his face didn't waver. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So that took about a good solid 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
In his mind, it should have been 30 seconds.
Like it would if it was a woman.
See, but you do not do that.
We ride or die now.
Don't
ride or die.
We may be ride or die, but I'm asking questions, goddamn.
If I was fighting, if I was fighting a man by myself, she's not gonna let me fight a man by myself. She's gonna be jumping right in. If I'm hitting boom boom, she hitting them low. So ain't no goddamn, you get no excuse or something. Yeah.
Let's just be very, very clear. Baby, do not fight women unless you have to.
Exactly.
And she don't give a damn if they touch his head, penis, feet, toes, whatever. She will not do that. She's not doing that off the rip.
Just a couple episodes ago, she was sitting in front of the camera. She said, "If you come for me,
well, if you come for me,
if you send for me,
that's different.
Absolutely, two different things.
Totally different.
If they touch me,
but if they touch you,
I mean,
yes, you are me,
and you going right in.
But I want to know what's going on. Like, I got questions. Like, you know what I'm saying? I operate in leadership mode all the time. So let's. Is there something that we?
I don't know how we
did
got
you not
there.
know I existed? Or
I don't know how we got
here.
Let's
talk about it.
You know
I felt like you still wanted to get it off your chest.
No. We started talking about fondling somewhere in the club. And it just triggered.
He remembered about that moment. Went this way. Oh. It was not the same reaction if it was fondling from said woman. But if he got fondled, when you say about being fondling a woman and how would you approach her, how do you approach being fondled by a man?
Well,
he lost all his cool points.
Did I?
City Boys down 3 points. So,
no, I'm just saying it.
Yes, love.
Going back, get back, relax. It's okay. We left within 3.5 minutes of that presentation. Okay.
But me and her had one of the biggest arguments today.
It was weird. It was just
the
weird thing.
Biggest
because I didn't react in 30 seconds. I was confused. You were supposed to just wait a minute now. Hold on now. You my man and everything, and I'm down with the cause. But now, goddamn, I still gotta make a decision. Okay, because I got people that depend on me too. So me gonna be down. I'm a ride or die, but I got questions. I'm that chick with questions. Now, it might take about 3 questions, but I'm moving. Okay, I was still moving after I looked at him because I really wasn't looking at him. When he said it, I was like, for real? Nah, I really wasn't giving him full eye contact. Third, when I was like, for real? Nah, for real? And I looked at him, okay, boom. I'm moving. Okay? So give me something. I just didn't move off the first.
Nah, because
you whispering you telling me that shit, and I was like, what
the reason why.
No, we're not gonna talk about that anymore.
No, I gotta tell you.
No, you can't talk about it because they already know you very hypersensitive about that, and can't no man come for you.
No,
and I gotta be moving in 30 seconds.
No. Let me finish my God, dog it. Only reason why I say what I said and felt the way I felt because in her leadership mind and the way she thinks, when she ready to
she's
go,
rational. No, I give you.
Can I finish my statement?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you do it, but you know I got
when she ready to go, it's time to go. Did.
So
I don't even have a chance to ask a question or it's okay, and I'm moving in the direction that I need to move.
T-Quest.
Yeah.
I'm a good woman.
I
can tell. I can tell.
I'm extremely rational, okay, and logistic. First of all, if I say to him, I'm ready, I already 30 minutes ago creeped up on him, gave him the, go ahead and be wrapping it up. Wrap it up, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm ready to go. But I'm not going to stop you from fraternizing and finishing, getting to a good closing point. Feel me?
Absolutely.
So
it's like last call for alcohol. Like prepare to get ready to go. I understand.
No, I give him warning.
Like she's about to stab me, right?
Because I do go to him and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to go. Like, I don't make it obvious, you know, I don't be awkward about it, you know what I'm saying? He's the one lying. He the one over there, like, wait a minute, since when did you do? Like, you is cutting up. Like,
First
this
of all,
of all the nights, he's cutting up.
First of all, I am not the dancer.
Yeah, of all the nights, he's cutting up.
I usually sit up to the.
Of all the nights, he want to be the cutter upper. Okay, you feel?
See, choosing violence. You see that?
So with that being said, love you, be great. So with that being said, my baby going to work, y'all. So with that being said, I done already gave him a warning shot. Pew, pew, I done hit it in the air like 45 minutes ago. Okay? Because like we don't have to always be up under each other, but we lock eyes and, you know, we try to send a signal. So I couldn't give him the fucking bat signal for where I was. So I now in turn, you know, play it all, dance up on it. Like, you don't even hardly see my lips move, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done hit one of them numbers, told them I'm ready to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready. Because I want to go Waffle House, give me some coffee, give me some grilled chicken sandwich, you know what I'm saying? I got the system already in my mind, and it's time to go. Okay?
Okay. So
now it's time to go time. So when I look at him from across the room, this is my I'm ready right now goddamn face. I mean, I gave you grace.
Absolutely.
I gave you a warning shot and everything.
Oh, man, come on. You laying it all too thick, yo.
Oh, because I'm telling the truth.
No, you're lying. You're lying. But that's okay.
But at the same time, that's how we roll. You know what I'm saying? And if he ready to go, he give me a warning shot. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, when I got that premature warning shot that day, I was, whoa, I was taken aback. That's all. That's it. That's all.
No problem.
So anyway, so listen. T-Quest, tell the people in the bite one yet again how they can reach. Let's get into that.
Okay. You can follow me on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM. Download your TQuest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store for free. You can sign up for my mailing list on my website, GottaLoveMeWorld.com, where you can find Gotta Love Me Radio, home of the music and conversations that you want to hear. GLM Designs here to cater to all your graphic needs. GLM Voice because I am the voice goddess. GLM Merchandise because it's hoodie season all year round. And whatever you need to elevate yourself as well as your business, I am here for you. Smiley face.
You're such a professional. And she has the speaker right there too.
You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, tonight we have Miss T.
No, but seriously, all your listeners, please follow me.
Yes, and they now have the information on how they can follow you. If you didn't hear her music, feel free to go to one of the available platforms, that she mentioned, as well as the information that I have posted. And she is on all the following streaming platforms and so forth, is at T-Quest GLM. T-Quest GLM. All right, and there is a mobile app that you can download on Google for free, and you'll be able to hear the music and so forth and so on. And you can also find her on Facebook and everywhere you need to find her. She's really a cool chick. You know what I'm saying? Get to know. And one of her partners was on the thread tonight, Mr. Nino Brown. Thank you for
Good chopping in love with
supporting.
you, big dog.
Thank you so much
You
for
know,
supporting.
we gotta do a show together, the four of us.
No, we definitely
You know
need
that,
to do
right?
this again. So we'll be making sure we get that
Either
very, very.
platform. You guys can come on our platform or whatever, but I think that'd be incredible for the four of us to
Oh, that's
have
gonna
a
be dope to
conversation.
have him on because I can tell he's ready for Buddha.
What?
He's
Listen,
been
man.
talking to you on the timeline.
Listen
So
to me.
tonight
I'm here for
we're talking about the eggplant discipline and the
Whole
sexual
nation.
liberation for women.
Whole nation. man.
That was the conversation tonight. You heard a little bit of personal information about
Oh, you don't
your
mind sharing
one
my
and only
experiences.
Mr. Buddha, aka
I ain't
Il
no-
Capitone.
I ain't ashamed. I mean,
No,
not at all.
he does have little Eddie. What they say, little Eddie got a story to tell.
Moments.
He got plenty of them. I had to reel him in long time back. So
I stop telling stories
Yeah,
until I get triggered.
don't do that. And a lot of times he'll tell a story that I'm not prepared for the audience to know, and then I can't cue the music. I can't bring the commercial in fast enough. But it's again as my disclaimer, our conversations is more about the alternatives, in and then again, just because you can doesn't make it right.
Absolutely.
You learn that. That's one of the first things you learn in life.
Yeah, just because you can doesn't make it right, and just because you do it does not mean there's no consequences and repercussions. There may be rewards, but let's not put all of our energy in the rewards. We have to also consider the consequences and repercussions that can and most likely will take place. You have to make room for that, right? You gotta have a contingency plan in place. Otherwise, what are you here for, right?
Exactly.
And so the reality is there should be accountability on both man and woman, right? We cannot, unfortunately, in the world that we are residing in the times that we're residing in, we cannot push away that although there's no, there may or may not be the anatomy discipline on both man and woman. You just have to be accountable for thine own self, is to be true. Same with your sexual liberation, man and or woman. You have to understand, even though you are sexually liberated, that there are still people out here that
are primitive.
And they may or may not have had the correct teachings.
We had a president.
And they are stuck there. This is where they are.
So he had made it all the way up to the big house.
So we just have to know that this is where we are. It is. And you as an individual should be conducting yourself accordingly. If you have children, you need to be teaching your children accordingly. Not to tell you how to parent, do what you do what is best, but you cannot omit the fact that these things
do happen
and are a reality. So
Absolutely.
let's get let's put up a little boundaries, or just put some check marks on facts versus feelings. Yeah. So, any last words, Miss T Quest?
I just want to say I truly appreciate you guys having me on your platform, because I'm a big supporter of time, and I feel time should be valued. So if you guys would take the time out and respect who I am and what I do to be on your platform, to share my story and my opinion with your listeners, I truly appreciate you guys. And for the ones that took the time out to watch and to listen. You know, everything we do in life is optional, but you chose to be here. So I appreciate all you guys. Shout out to my supporters that watch, and shout out to you guys supporters that tuned in and stay tuned in. And like I said, just follow me if you enjoyed me on the show. Even if you just went in my inbox and put a heart up just to say we like you, T Quest, we rock with you, I greatly appreciate even just that.
Absolutely. I like one of the one of the things you was talking about the other day, when you were saying about the you wasn't sure if you should stay in the game, and you found a way to just to keep pushing through. And so there's so many weeks where we feel like I want to do something else. It's like, no, but we got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And because it's your passion. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're passionate about your message and your why, more so if you're passionate about your why, it makes it easier at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So thank you. Thank your T Quest fans as well. We love you, Team Sippers. Y'all, y'all been rocking with us for a little while now, you know what I'm saying? And so all of our new viewers, thank you as well. Thank you for the viewers to come. Thank you for the viewers that will be listening by audio. We do not forget about you all. We try to make sure we're descriptive, so that when you're listening by audio, when you get a picture of things, when you're listening to it, it just makes it a little bit more realistic.
Yeah.
So we try to do that.
So for the people who listening, she's a looker. Continue.
And the looker that he's talking about is not me, baby. He's talking about Miss T-Quest. And we've already identified that she is happy. She didn't say she was not single. She did not deny.
I get it.
Neither did she.
But they need to go in their mind. Don't be trying her.
But she's a very nice looking young lady indeed. And so if you're interested in trying to see what she looks like, she did provide her platforms, which is T Quest GLM on all platforms. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. You all have been great. Listen, next week, same energy. It's the season episode. The last episode for the season premiere. So we've done 12 full weeks, and we will be on a break. So after next week, we will be on a break.
Oh, what's going on next week, man?
This weekend, actually, we are participating in the pregame podcast show. We are one of 3 podcasts that will be at the Lovers and Friends Weekend Bash event, hosted at the Bronze Kingdom, presented by Chief Calhoun. There will be Bottomless Conversations. There will be Crow's Nest Promos, The Talk podcast, as well as Man Code podcast, in addition to yours truly, Sipping in Conversations with Buddha and Baby. Yeah. And so we will be doing that this weekend. We will also be having flag football for Mr. Buddha. I will be leaving. Well, I will talk about that next week because I got to be all excited. So I don't want to be prematurely excited. Mm-hmm. He had his time, and I'm going to have mine. That's all I'm going to say. Listen, same time, same energy next week. We're going to talk to y'all next week. Peace.
We're sipping in conversation. Sipping in conversation.
Beat me up, Scotty. Beat me up, Scotty.